Welcome back into Local and Community Issues and Answers with Jonathan Lawson, and I'm glad to have special guest today, P.J. Bowman, mother of Laurel County students, and she's very interested in education of all students. She is excited about young people, and we're here to visit with you today. Welcome into the program.
Thank you, Jonathan.
And we'd like to ask you, just give us the basics. What do you do?
Well, as a parent, I've become real involved in the school system locally. I'm currently the PTO president at Johnson Elementary. I'm on the school-based council, actually 2 schools this year, which is the SBDM that people probably know, at Johnson and North Laurel. I get an opportunity to get involved with all the activities that are going on in the school. As part of the school-based council, we help in making sure that all the regulations are followed and go through what we have to follow with the statutes. But the PTO is my love. I get to help the teachers and the students and the parents in our school to make sure that all of our kids get the best education they can.
Very good. Now, you help a lot of students every day. How many students do you work with, or an average?
Well, at Johnson, which is where I'm at most of the time when I'm not working, at my real job, but I'm at Johnson, and this year we have our highest enrollment, almost 300 kids. Almost 300 kids.
That is amazing. And you know, a lot of these kids need encouragement, they need guidance, and some may even need counseling. Have you run into some situations where some troubled kids and you helped them out?
Well, yeah, of course we have the Family Resource Center. Every school has one of those, but sometimes there might be, something that isn't available. We had an incident an opportunity last year. They had pajama day, and one of the kids came and didn't have pajamas to bring, and they didn't have the size in the Family Resource Center, and you want to be a part of what's going on. So I ran to Kmart and brought a couple with, I don't know, Spider-Man or something on it, and let them pick, and they just, they walked out of there on a cloud. They were so excited to be able to be a part of what everybody else was doing. You just never know what goes on in people's houses, if the kid ate breakfast or if they got to take a bath or where they spent the night. And all you can do is when you see that child, I try to smile and good morning. I may not even know their name, but just a second to say good morning. I hope you're having a good day and we're glad you're here.
I can tell just by talking to you, you have such a love for students and children in general. And now you do the elementary and the middle school kids, right?
Well, I'm on the school-based council at the middle school, and look forward to getting more involved at that level. I have a daughter who's in the 8th grade at North, and that's just not an opportunity I had until recently. So I really look forward to getting into that particular very special population. Middle school kids are very special kids.
Right. And now you do so much with these kids. You take them like on trips and activities, keep them busy. Tell me some of those experiences. As
the PTO, we don't actually take them on the field trips. That's something that the school would schedule. Of course, their teachers and the principal would take them. However, we have the opportunity to help to financially support some of the trips. The last 2 years, Johnson took our entire school, everybody, to Somerset to see a play on stage, which is an opportunity that a lot of kids just don't have. We paid for the tickets for the show so everybody could go. We split the transportation cost, and then we helped with the food. They give them all a chance to eat out while they're there. But the kids, you ask them about that trip and they can tell you everything about the play, they tell you about the trip, they had an opportunity to just socialize, just a different experience than they normally would get.
And you know, this is preparing these children for a future. You know, they care so much about these kids and they want them to be all they can be, and they're doing all they can do so they can. See, this is really reaching out to people. And I know a lot of kids come from broken homes, they come from troubled lives, you know, some even single parent homes, and it's a struggle for them. And then you might be that very one to encourage them or to boost them up. Oh, I commend your work. Tell me some more about the activities and things that you're doing with the students. You know, we was talking about you collecting different things, you know, to raise money. Tell me about that.
I could talk all day. All right. As the with the PTO, one of the things that we do is people think fundraising. You know, that we're all the time begging them for money for this or that. Well, whether you realize it or not, you're throwing a lot of cash in your trash. That's what we have a little saying, you know, cash for trash. A lot of people have heard of box tops. People have been collecting box tops since I was in school. Campbell's labels, people have collected those for years. Well, those